Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Sheeran is ready to play some games. Hello everyone, and welcome to Giant Otter Gaming. I hope you enjoy the video. What is up, my fellow dinosaurians? Giant Otter Gaming here, and welcome back to another episode of Astraeos Season 4. Last we left off, we went on our next cave adventure and got what appears, I think that's the artifact of the clever. We went and got our next artifact, because we need to start thinking about getting the artifact so we can beat this and then move on to Genesis. But yeah, today, there's a new creature out. There's this rideable otter dude. I forget what it's called, an Enchindrodon or something like that. It's basically a giant rideable otter. And they basically spawn in the swamp area. I was looking around to see if I can find any, and I found a couple. So hopefully we'll be able to tame one in today's episode. So, like, I hear you can only tame the young ones. You can't tame the elders. I think the elders are, like, super aggressive or something, whereas the young ones are more curious, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, if you find yourself enjoying this video and want more content like this, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Let's see if we could get this channel to 2,000 subscribers. That would be super amazing. But with that, let's begin the episode. Alright. Now I have seen a few of these giant otter dudes in the swamp. So let me go ahead and see if I can find any. This dude right here, the Enchindrodon. I've seen a few of them in the swamp area, and there's also a few around here. So let's go ahead and find one. And I'm sure you can tame them with kibble, or maybe with just fish or something. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna see if we can find one in today's episode. And, yeah, I guess I'll bring you guys back once we do. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I think I see one right there. Level's this one. Well, this one's an elder one. It's a 95, alright? Well, obviously you can't tame the adults. At least that's what I heard anyway. Sorry about that. I just needed to make room for more of them. Alright, dragonflies piss right off. Oh. God, that was a 25. Did not expect that coming. Damn. Alright, there's a blue one right here. That's a 25 as well. Alright, dragonflies, you're gonna need to piss off. Obviously, this is not what we're looking for. Alright, there was another one. Ooh, these guys are aggressive. That's a 145. But obviously, it's not a young one. It has to be a young one to tame it. Alright, there's a summer drakeling. Yeah, you can't tame the adults. That's what I've heard anyway. And wait, they only tame with spoiled meat? That's, I guess, very good to know. Alright, drakeling, piss off. Oh, cooked fish meat. Oh, is it random? Is it random? Is that what it is? One wanted spoiled meat, the other one wanted cooked fish meat. I guess it's random. Okay. Alright, obviously this is not the one we want. I'm sorry, buddy. Look like a cross between an otter and a weasel. Aren't they in the same family, though? I just want to see what these guys are all about. Sorry about that. Alright, dragonflies. What level is this guy? That's a 145, but obviously it's an adult, so I'm gonna have to get rid of him. Sorry about that, buddy. Oh, God, wait. That was an adult anyway. Alright. Alright, let's see if we can find... They seem to be everywhere around here. Alright. There's a young one, level 20. Alright, I'll bring you guys back once we find a high enough level young one. I'll see you guys in a little bit. There's a max level young one. Okay, apparently this guy wants cooked prime meat. We can cook that up real quick. We have cooked prime. We have raw prime. We can get some cooked prime meat real quick. 1 second, buddy. Oh, now you want chitin. Wait a minute, are you the same one? No, you're a different one. Where'd the 150 go? Hey, leave him alone. There we go. That guy's mine. Oh, that was an adult. That wasn't even a... That was a different one altogether. Alright, where's that max level? There's a 145 young one that just wants regular cooked meat. I think it's cooked fish that it wants. First, let's kill these Sarcos real quick. I found a 145 that's just sitting there. Alright, first we need to get some fish. Wait, are you it? You're the max level. Alright, what do you want? Cooked prime. Alright, let's get some cooked prime. Real quick. Alright, hey buddy. And there we have it. One has been tamed. That was easy enough. That was simple enough. Alright. And I just ate another prime. You know what? Don't worry. Alright, let's just switch over to the... Alright, if that 145 can be a female, we could possibly breed them up, get an imprinted version. Wait, what level are you? 95, alright. Let me see if I can find that 145. Chitin. Alright, we've got chitin. We can use chitin. You are a male, but you know what? I kind of just want to tame as many high levels as I can. Alright, there's the second one tamed. Okay. Ouch. Alright, buddy. I'm sorry. I am so sorry about this. I really don't want to do this, but you leave me no choice. There's a 145 female in the area. Alright. I want to make sure the 145 doesn't wander in the area by accident. Ow. Okay, they're just swarming me. Damn. There's an Astral Dinasuchus, of course there is. 145 female and a 140. That one wants chitin. Let's see if we can get that going. Alright, can we just calm down? Alright, can't really see which one's a 145 female. Alright, what do you want? Alright, you want spoiled meat. Oh my god. Alright, they keep running. Okay, where'd you go off to? Alright, well, I guess while I wait for you guys to calm down, I could take out this Astral Dinasuchus real quick. Try to take him out. Alright, we're completely out of ammo. Alright, obviously we're not strong enough to take him on with the thing. Alright, do I have anything that can take him on? What about my Mega Raptor? Maybe we could use the Mega Raptor to take him on. Surely the Mega Raptor can do it, right? Alright, we got some prime. I'm just gonna drop everything just in case. Alright, I think they have calmed down a bit. Let's take out this Astral Dinasuchus. Otherwise, he's just gonna... We did about 1,600 damage. Oh, we gotta watch out for the Gigabyte. You have a... Oh, no, no! Ah, damn it. Get out of there, little one. Get out of there. Alright, I'd rather you not bite me. Oh my god. All the otters, can you just get out of the way? Alright, we killed the Sarco. We killed the Dinasuchus, I should say. I gotta kill these guys. I'm sorry about that. Alright, there's a max level adult. Alright. Was that a Bronto platform saddle? Parasaur. Yeah, that is a Bronto saddle. Cool. Alright, now I gotta wait for these guys to calm down. Alright, we got rid of the Deinosuchus, so taming these should be a breeze, hopefully. There we have it. That's a blue one. I kind of like that one. Alright, now let's see if we can get one of these females. Because we got all three of them are male, right? Yeah, all three of the ones we have are male. Alright, let's see if we can find a female. Is that one right there? Alright, there's a 95. Alright. Let's just leave the rest of them alone. There's the 145 female. Alright, you just want some spoiled meat. Let's get you some spoiled meat. Alright, slowly approach you. And then just feed you, right? And we have a female. Alright, we got a female. Awesome. Alright, are there any more worth taming? We could go after this one. That's a 25 young one. Where's the 140? Where's that 140 male? You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I think we've got enough. There's a 135 female. That one just wants raw fish meat. Alright, well, I think we've got enough. We have at least one female and 3 males anyway, so I think we've got enough. Alright, I think we can head back home. Excuse me. What the hell? Oh. Yeah, these otters are aggressive. Alright, let's head back home. And take these otters out for a spin. I will see you guys in a little bit. We can handle it, right? And a shiny otter just spawned in. Really? We're gonna have to go get it. We're gonna have to go get it. Alright, well, anyway, and we're back at base. Let me just put you away for now. Let's take a look at the otters we have. This one here had 34 into health, 42 into stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares, 38 into weight, 34 into melee. Not bad. That's the max level. This one had 30 into health, 37 into stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares, 41 into weight, 25 into melee. You had terrible melee, and your health was really no better. This one here had 30 into health, 41 into stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares, 37 into weight, 36 into melee, and then the female, 29 into health, 38 into stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares, 42 into weight, 38 into melee. So, yeah. Alright, so the female had terrible health. A lot of these guys aren't really the greatest, I guess. Alright, 38 health, that's obviously the best. Let's see if we can find the best health. So I guess this one? This one's like light blue. With the female. Alright. I don't think we can ride the young ones. I think that will breed up an older one. So, yeah. I'll see if I can get a saddle for these guys. And I'll bring you guys back when that takes place. Hey, Mr. Bronto. In the meantime, I'd like to see what your platform saddle looks like. Ready for an upgrade? Let's get that saddle going. So this is the Bronto platform saddle. It's got a little chair that I sit on. And it's got a platform big enough for like a little base. A little base of operation. Yeah, that's cool. And there's a T-Rex just outside the base. Wonderful. Alright, and we're back. And we're actually going to see where this shiny otter is. Okay, I'm going to track that guy. There we go. That should be easy enough. While we wait for our imprinted otter to grow up, let's see if we can find this guy. This shiny dude. Oh, there it is. I see it. It's a 180. Alright, what do you want? Prime fish meat. Let me see if I can get that real quick. And we're back at base, and I managed to get the russet otter. I found some raw prime fish meat, and we got it. So let's see its stats. So this russet otter had 54 points into health, 39 into stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares, 35 into weight, 44 into melee. You know what? It's got way better stats. Kind of see if you can breed up with the female. And we're back, and our new imprinted otter has been fully grown, and it is ready to go. Alright, so let's go ahead. Get you that saddle you've always wanted. Now let's take you out for a spin. So look at that. We have a rideable otter. Really cool. Wait, can I shoot off the back of you? I can shoot off the back of you. Interesting. So how much health do you start off with? It's imprinted. 2,000 health. That's about right for an otter this size. Alright, let's see what kind of damage we do. Alright, sticky. That's a 50. Okay, cool. Alright, we can jump. Let's see how much damage we do. Alright, so left click. 339. That's honestly not bad. Not bad at all. And we got pretty decent stamina. Can't wait to see our swim speed. What's our swim speed like? Oh, we're really fast in the water. The hell was that? Something just exploded. Yeah, we're really fast in the water. And does right click do anything? Oh, it's like a slash. C does nothing, X does nothing, Control does nothing. Alright, so let's see what the slash can do. So the slash does about 341. You know what? I kind of like this dude. Obviously, he's not very strong, like, health-wise, but damage-wise, this dude's pretty strong, you know? I'd say he's like a glass cannon of some sort. These guys are honestly really cool. I do like the design. It does look really cool. You know, you're kind of a glass cannon. You're a male. You know what? You look like an Oscar to me. For some reason, you look like an Oscar. So I'm going to name you Oscar. Because you look like an Oscar to me. That's awesome. You know, for the dragon, I'm finally going to name you. You know, Toothless? The Night Fury? I'm going to name you Toothful. You know, the opposite of toothless. You're toothful. Because you're full of teeth. Toothless was named that ironically. Alright, so we got our otter. All set to go. And with that, I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.